The Jungian, daily. Malik had been working the door at Crimson for 6 years. When he realized he'd forgotten how to feel anything, the realization hit him during what should have been the worst shift of his career. Some finance bro, maybe 25, designer sneakers worth more than Malik's rent, had been giving him grief all night, trying to sneak his underage girlfriend past the velvet rope, slipping 20s across the clipboard like Malik was some kind of vending machine. Usually, this would have gotten under his skin. The disrespect, the assumption that everyone has a price. Malik used to take these things personally. Each eye roll, each muttered comment about power-tripping bouncers would lodge somewhere in his chest, building pressure until he'd go home and punch his heavy bag until his knuckles bled. But that night, watching this kid wave another bill in his face, Malik felt nothing. Not anger, not irritation, not even the satisfied smugness of turning him away. Just nothing. The kid kept escalating, called him every name in the book, threatened to get him fired, made comments about his size, his race, his intelligence, the usual playbook when entitled people don't get their way. Malik just stood there, clipboard in hand, watching it all unfold like he was behind bulletproof glass. When security finally escorted the guy out, Malik's co-worker Jerome shook his head. "Man, you got ice water in your veins. I would have lost it 10 minutes ago." Ice water. That phrase stuck with him during the long drive home to his studio apartment in Queens. The city blurred past his windshield, neon signs reflecting off wet asphalt, late-night commuters hunched over their phones at bus stops, the familiar rhythm of traffic lights marking time. Malik had spent most of his 34 years learning how to build walls. Growing up in foster care taught you that early. Don't get attached. Don't expect much. Don't let them see you care. The military reinforced it. 2 tours overseas, watching friends come home in boxes. You learned to compartmentalize or you didn't come home at all. But somewhere along the way, the walls had gotten too high, too thick. He couldn't remember the last time he'd felt genuinely excited about anything. Couldn't remember the last time someone's opinion had mattered enough to sting. Even good things, his sister's wedding last month, his nephew's first steps, felt like watching life through a screen. He'd achieved what most people only dream about, complete emotional independence. Nothing could hurt him because nothing could reach him. He was untouchable, unshakable, invulnerable. So, why did it feel like dying? Malik pulled into his parking spot and sat in the silence. Through his windshield, he could see Mrs. Chen in 2B walking her ancient Pomeranian, the same route they took every night at 2:47 a.m. She'd been doing it for 3 years, ever since her husband died. Malik had never said more than good evening to her, but he knew her schedule better than his own family's birthdays. He thought about Jung's idea that true strength isn't about becoming invulnerable. It's about choosing which battles matter, about feeling everything but not being controlled by it, about building boundaries instead of walls. The difference, he was starting to understand, was that walls keep everything out. Boundaries let you choose what gets in. Malik had spent so long protecting himself from pain that he'd forgotten pain serves a purpose. It tells you what matters. It connects you to other people. It proves you're alive. He watched Mrs. Chen disappear around the corner, her tiny dog trotting beside her with surprising dignity. Tomorrow night, he decided he'd ask her how she was doing. Actually ask, not just the polite version. Maybe getting hurt again was worth remembering how to feel. Maybe vulnerability wasn't weakness. Maybe it was the only way back to being human. The engine ticked as it cooled. Malik sat in his car, feeling something stir in his chest for the first time in months. It wasn't comfortable, but it was real.